If you are a holder of Saitama, SaitaRealty, or maybe you're fortunate to hold both crypto projects in your portfolio, you may want to have a seat and take a listen to what I got to say in this video because there was some extremely bullish news that came out over in London during the Blockchain Economy Summit, where the development team unleashed some bombs on everyone's heads about some things that are coming out, some things that have been released, and some partnerships that have been made. These are the things that you're looking for in crypto projects. And I'm going to tell you this, what just was announced will definitely help to mint new millionaires. We'll get into that and more coming up next. How's it going, family? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We have some extremely bullish news, not only for Saitama, but also for SaitaRealty, guys. As I mentioned to you before, we were going to start covering Saitama and SaitaRealty content on this channel. Not just Saitama, but also SaitaRealty content, among other projects that we talk about on this channel. And guys, if you have been a fly on the wall listening to the things that the development team were talking about while they were over in London, England, you like my accent, don't you? London, England, telling us about all of the things they have been working on in the background to help the investors like you and myself to become future millionaires. Guys, there were a lot of bombs dropped, guys. I just want you to check this out. Check this out over here, guys. Run over here to Twitter with me. I just want to point this out because y'all may not understand the beast that Saitama is. The whole ecosystem, by the way. We're looking at SaitaPro, Fang, SaitaChain, SaitaSafe, SaitaRealty, SaitaMaker, SaitaMarket, Saita Education, Saita Rewards, Saita Staking, Play to Earn, Saita Logistics, and last but not least, SaitaCard. There's a graphic here that's kind of summarizing everything up for you there. But why are we here in this video? Why are we making this video? Well, guys, you should have attended the AMA. I don't even know if you want to call it an AMA, but it was an event that was streamed live on the official Saitama YouTube channel. And this event took place over in London, England, over the last day or so. And, you know, we had the privilege to see the CEO of Saitama, Russ Armand, speak. He gave a speech over there telling folks why you need to grab a bag of Saitama, you know. And not only that, you know, while the development team were there, they actually had the luxury of dropping some announcements for you and I, the holders of Saitama and SaitaRealty, to help us realize, guys, that this project ain't going nowhere and that all of us may very well be future millionaires. Let's get into this, guys, and I'm going to tell you why I say that. Before we get into that, though, and I almost forgot, but before we get into that, you know, I do want to mention that one of the things that was announced there at the Blockchain Economy Summit during the discussions that the development team had with us was related to this charity tool that the development team worked together in conjunction with epayme. You know, epayme is actually helping to power the SaitaPro app as well, the whole payment portion of it in the background. They have partnered with them to help to create a mechanism for you and I to help the victims of the earthquake that occurred over in Turkey and Syria to give back, guys. So they came out with this charity tool that allows you to go ahead and give from your heart's desire to help those people over there in need. Now, as you all know, Saitama had its foundation based upon charity and giving back to the community, giving back to those that are less fortunate than you and myself, guys. We're fortunate enough to be in crypto early. We're fortunate enough to be creating that generational wealth for our family. And let's face it, guys, being investors in cryptos, we can see a lot of return on our investment, thousands of dollars in a day, millions of dollars in a week. That's not unheard of in crypto. But there are some people that are hurting from natural disasters, hurting from things that are out of their controls, poverty, things of that nature. So the fact that Saitama came out and they wanted to give back to Turkey and Syria, those victims over there of the earthquake, I think this is very noble. And I did want to give honorable mention to this. This was one of the announcements that came out over there at the Blockchain Economy Summit that was held a couple of days ago over in London, England. Now, As we switch gears to something that's a little more a little more exciting and not so somber, we can see that the very first announcement, one of the announcements that came out, was related to SaitaRealty. Now, we know SaitaRealty hasn't really been getting that tender love and care, hasn't really been getting that TLC that it should be getting, guys. And so because of that, that's the reason why we want to start talking about it here. And as you can see, SaitaRealty is going to be listed. It's already listed. Actually, it's gone live. Trading has gone live because this announcement was made a few days ago on BKX. And what is so spectacular about BKX? I'm glad you asked. Well, first of all, it's well positioned in Asia. It's one of the top movers and the shakers, guys. It's a newbie on the scene in terms of decentralized crypto exchanges are concerned, but they are moving and shaking. They are disrupting the market over there in Asia. So the fact that BKX has decided to list SaitaRealty, that is very bullish, and SaitaRealty's pricing reflected that as such. Now, let's continue on, guys. If we continue on here, the other announcement that was made was in regards to Saita City. You know, Saita City is that whole metaverse, that metaverse that is going to be coming near you in the metaverse from Saitama. Now, what is this all about? What was the announcement all about? I'm glad you asked. Well, there is this portion of the Saita City that's called Paper Village. They are selling NFTs, right, for your space and your property in Paper Village. Now, what is so bullish about this announcement that they made about Paper Village? Well, here it is, guys. So if you purchase an NFT for Paper Village, you will be able to now receive a free Saita card. And it's not just any Saita card, it's the Saita card gold version. Now that's very, very outstanding. And then on top of that, you're actually going to get a 2% bonus staking on top of the annual percentage yield. That's what APY stands for, guys. Got to drop that financial literacy for you guys out there that are new to crypto and new to finance in general. But that's what APY stands for. You are going to be able to get 2% bonus on top of whatever you are staking on top of that back to your wallet. Now, what does that mean? I'm glad you asked, guys. So essentially, that means 2% of whatever you hold, you're going to get back in return on your investment. That is 2% worth of free tokens, 2% worth of free money. That's what I like to call, guys, the foundation of generational wealth. And in addition to that, you will get a percentage of the distribution, the profit sharing for the distribution of the properties that are purchased in conjunction with the Paper Village, and you're going to get an increased percentage, albeit at that. Now, in addition to that, if you're interested in getting your hands on an NFT specifically for the Paper Village, go on and run over here to saitacity.cc. Again, that website is saitacity.cc, and that would allow you to get your hands on that Paper Village NFT. Now, let's move and shake to the next announcement. Everybody's been talking about the Saita card. Saita card has been all around in the Saitama news. Everybody's pumped. Everybody's ready to move and shake in the crypto streets with that Saita card to be able to help you to buy and purchase and transact with cryptocurrencies using your Saita card. You can top it up with fiat, which is another term for money, you know, the regular dollar, USD, or whatever your native currency is in your country that you are watching this channel from. You'll be able to top your Saita card up. And then basically what they're trying to say is here that Saita card will be going live within a week. Now, this announcement was made about a day or so ago. And so therefore it's imminent. Again, I repeat, the release of Saita card is imminent, which means that it is coming to a pocket near you pretty soon. Yet another bullish announcement, not only for Saitama, but for SaitaRealty, because everything works together when it comes to Saitama. It's all a part of the family, guys. It's all a part of the Saitama ecosystem. Now, let's continue on, guys. One of the next announcements that was made. Now, I got to take a step back on this one, guys, because this is extremely bullish. You know, we talked about when some things, XRP, for instance. XRP was released to be purchased through SaitaPro app. Now, If you're following XRP, if you've been around crypto for a while, you'll know that XRP was delisted from a lot of centralized exchanges because of the legal things that are going on with the cryptocurrency. I'm not going to get into that. I did another video that talked about XRP being listed on SaitaPro. That's why you need to subscribe to this channel, guys. We dropped that education for you to know how to move and navigate in those crypto streets to help you to create generational wealth for you and your family, guys. So you can get rid of that 9 to 5 gig, guys, and you can go ahead and do things for yourself and kick back and enjoy generational wealth. But I digress. Going back to what I was saying in terms of XRP. XRP was listed on SaitaPro, right? So SaitaPro is the hub, the centralized location that is a part of the Saitama ecosystem where you will be able to purchase not only XRP, but other up-and-coming cryptocurrencies. And the reason this announcement here is so bullish is because right now we just have a handful of cryptocurrencies you can purchase. But shortly, you will see 100 of the top tokens. I repeat that, 100 of the top tokens being added to not only SaitaPro, which is the mobile application, but also Saitaswap, which is the web application for all you techie geeks out there. Now, let's move along to the next announcement, guys. This one right here is sure to knock the socks off of your feet because, you know, we always talk about all of the sponsorships, all of the partnerships like Saitama and epayme, Saitama, you know, and UFC fighting, things of that nature. But this next sponsorship is going to be one that's going to blow your mind. And this is very, very bullish for Saitama and the whole entire ecosystem. And the reason being is because it's dealing with a sport that is very, very popular across the world. Let's get into it, guys. We go over here and look at this. We can see that the sponsorship that was announced is going to be with the Australian cricket team. Cricket may not be that popular over here in the USA like football, American football, or soccer. But you know what? Cricket is a very, very, very popular team or sport over there in Australia. Now let's run down why this is bullish for Saitama and the whole ecosystem and why this is helping people to find out more about Saitama, which is in a sense going to bring more people to invest in the project. In a sense, going to bring more people to utilize SaitaPro, which in a sense is going to help to burn Saitama tokens, which all comes back to this, guys, increasing the floor price of Saitama, which essentially means that price, that low price floor is going to continue to raise, which means more money in your wallet. Now, let's look at this. Australia's population of about 9 million or so people. Bullish. That means that 9 million or so people could potentially be watching the Australian cricket team. Again, I mentioned that cricket is very popular over there in Australia. So this is giving Saitama exposure to over 9 million people that are potential investors into the project. Next off, this is the second most viewed sport in the world. Approximately around 3 billion with a B people watch cricket. Let that sink in, guys. That is more potential holders for the Saitama ecosystem. And it's growing significantly in Europe year over year. And the team is playing the European tournament, World Cup pre-qualification, and the sponsorship is going to be at minimum for about a year, right? And there are some discussions in Australia to build a women's cricket team. So that's bullish. If you're not bullish on Saitama and the whole entire ecosystem after hearing that, I don't know where you are living. I don't know where you have been. The question I have for you is this. Have you seen the Saitama and the SaitaRealty chart lately? That speaks for itself. Let's move along, guys. This has to be one of the most bullish announcements from the entire blockchain economy summit that was held in London. Ladies and gentlemen, I am presenting to you the information about the new staking platform that is homegrown for Saitama and SaitaRealty, developed internally for Saitama. Check this out, guys. These are the rates based on the number of days you're staking your token. Staking essentially means that you are willing to lock up your tokens into a secure wallet, right? Which is managed by Saitama, but it's secure. So you're basically temporarily taking it out of circulating supply. And what happens is it raises the floor price of Saitama and SaitaRealty because, hey, we're looking at staking for not only Saitama, but we're looking at staking for SaitaRealty. So the same effect is going for both projects in this conversation. So what's going to happen is this. 3% you're going to earn if you stake your tokens for 30 days. 6% you're going to earn if you stake your tokens for 60 days. 9% you're going to earn if you stake your tokens for 90 days. And last but not least, you will earn a cool 12% return on your investment on top of whatever kickbacks you get from having your tokens, meaning reflections. That's the word I'm looking for, reflections. So this 12% is going to be in combination or in addition to the reflections that you're already getting every transaction for buy and sell that are made for Saitama and SaitaRealty. You're going to get that if you stake 120 days. You're going to get the reflections regardless. But the point is, you're going to get all of this, guys. That is free money. Free money as a result of you taking your tokens out of circulating supply and decide to stake them. Now, let's take a pin in that because I want to explain to you staking briefly. Staking is, again, when you take your tokens and you put them in a secure wallet, take them out of circulating supply. As a result, you don't have access to those tokens in the meantime. But what happens is it makes the total circulating supply scarcer for the projects in general. So for Saitama and SaitaRealty, the number of circulating supply tokens are decreased. And that puts upward pressure on the price of the tokens in combination with buying pressure that normally comes in, which means that this is helping to increase the price over time for not only Saitama, but for SaitaRealty. Now, you may be asking if you're new to crypto. Well, crypto stream, if I stake my tokens, I don't have access to them. Well, what if I want to sell? Well, most of the time when you stake tokens, for crypto projects, you can withdraw early, but you're just penalized for it. But, you don't want to penalize yourself by taking it out early, especially if you're earning that free 3 to 12% in the entrance on top of that. Now, let me take a pause here, guys, because I have some more exciting news, something that's going to blow your mind. And this is in regards to when the staking went live, guys, and then also to the centralized exchange that Saitama has, right? Or the decentralized exchange that Saitama has called Saitaswap. Feast your eyes on this, guys. Check this out. This is the Saitaswap, and this is the staking. Here. Now, I'm not going to sign in with my wallet because I don't want you to see my I'm moving in these crypto streets. Let's just say, guys, I'm doing very well, as all of you should. And that's why I am trying to educate you in these crypto streets. But with that being said, I could have created a test wallet, but, hey, you get the point. But here is the staking section. And, it seems like the images are broken, and that's fine. But here you can see this is Saitama and SaitaRealty. Here, again, you see 3%. 3% Saitama, SaitaRealty, 6%, 9% Saitama, SaitaRealty, 12%, 6%, 9%, 12%. These are the various staking pools that you can take part in. Organized 30 days, 30 days, 60 days, 120 days, 90 days. Okay, there you go. And so when you go ahead and you stake your tokens, it will tell you the APR that you're going to earn. And then this total stake here shows you how much you decided to stake in this particular staking pool. And then the final earnings will tell you over time, or it may tell you up front, I'm not sure, but it will tell you what is the amount you have earned or will earn by the time your lock period has expired, which means in a sense, if you stake your tokens for 30 days, after 30 days, you would have earned this in addition to what you've already staked. And then therefore, you will have other details on that. Now, you have a deposit fee, you have a withdrawal fee. Guys, that's just the cost of doing business. That's in anything. You got to pay a little bit of fee. But you know what? With that being said, this 3% supersedes all of that. So at the end of the day, it's still free money. Now, what I want to show you is this, guys. Take a look at this. Your eyes are not deceiving you. This is the trading volume in a 24-hour period over the last 7 days. Check this out. You have about $697,000 in trading volume that occurred on this past Tuesday, about a week ago. Wednesday, okay, right after Tuesday, you had about 235,000. I'm going to flash forward to this past Sunday on the 26th of February, 2023. What does your eyes tell you? What do your eyes tell you? Almost $6.6 million with an M in total transactions that have occurred, buys and sales for Saitama, SaitaRealty, and just in general, the whole ecosystem of all the tokens that were listed there on Saitaswap. Guys, that would essentially put Saitaswap as the #1 traded DEX, DEX, meaning decentralized exchange in the entire world. That is amazing. And guys, the bull market hasn't even arrived officially yet. What do you think is going to happen when the bull run kicks off into full gear? Guys, this is that part that I talked about at the beginning of the video where millionaires will be minted, guys. Saitama once again unleashing a lot of bullish news. The development team over in London at the Blockchain Economy Summit over the last couple of days, unleashing the dragon, if you will, talking about Saitama and SaitaRealty and all of the bullish news that has just came out and what's to come for both projects. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Crypto Stream. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and like this video. And last but not least, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, guys. We'd love to welcome you with open arms into the Crypto Stream family. And until breaking news comes out again, which I got a feeling it's going to be real soon, y'all take care, guys, because we're going to move and shake in these crypto streets, and we're going to help you to create generational wealth for you and your family. Y'all take care.